before we get into anything here, you have got to be a wild character to upstage a demon in a movie. And Glenn Close, boy, she came on, and I was like, what the is going on here? When she popped up, first of all, I didn't know that was Glenn Close. I said, who's this light-skinned black woman they got right here? I thought, because I looked at this, and I thought that she was pulling some Rachel Dolezal. Because when I realized it was Glenn Close, I said, is she doing blackface? Like this woman right here? And then realized, like, no. People, it is much better than that. Let's go ahead and get into our review and talk about this movie, The Deliverance. I don't even mean to joke with this because somebody already asked me this. Not to be confused with simply Deliverance. No, people, the movie we're about to talk about is a lot less creepy than this movie right here. Even though, I'm going to tell you a little something about this. I saw this movie when I was a kid, and it confused the shit out of me. If you've never seen the movie, it's about Burt Reynolds and a bunch of other character actors that you might know.
Ned
if you don't
Beatty,
know,
John Voight. Your
parents might know them. John Voight, who should have stayed with those old inbred ass white people. He turned into one eventually. But yeah, this is the one where they get chased by all these inbred rednecks, man. It's almost like a horror movie in a way.
They
terrorize Burt Reynolds, who's a badass. They terrorize the shit out of him in this movie. This is a movie where the line "squeal like a pig" comes from. Because they raped this actor named Ned Beatty in the movie. But I know we're going to talk about this other movie, but I'm just going to tell y'all something watching this. I saw this when it came on TV. It scared the fuck out of me, too. But this scene came up. And I was like, oh, that's where that classic scene comes from. This is considered to be a classic scene right here. Buck dancing. Some people ask me back there. Corey's a buck dancer. So this is a classic scene because my man plays the banjo with one of the redneck kids. And I guess he's some kind of savant with the banjo. But when I was a kid and saw this, he moved so weird. I thought he was an animatronic. I didn't think he was real.
Yeah. Well, you never really seen a human like that before.
Still haven't.
Right.
I thought he was a Muppet.
Oh, well, I feel like we've seen something since then. But at the time,
Yeah, I thought Jim Henson created it.
He's got one of those faces that looks like a rubber mask or something.
Like it was carved out of a potato.
Yeah. Hey, he looks like latex.
Yeah.
Shit, I thought Kermit was going to start playing with him next. It freaked me out. Freaked me out more than the movie we're about to talk about, which is The Deliverance. And what this movie is about, first of all, is, as they say, today, and they're very upfront with you about this. They stopped saying based on a true story because everybody was talking about bullshit. All right, it's it's kind of the same way cereals had to stop saying it had sugar in it.
Right.
So they stopped having to say based on a true story. Now today they say loosely based on a true story.
They say inspired by.
This one opened up with loosely.
Okay, toward the end it was saying inspired by.
Oh, really? Yeah. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Either way, they have to say we're full of shit.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you about what is the real story behind this. This is based on a woman who you can see is very terrified right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is LaToya Ammons. They're laughing at this woman's painting. Look at
You said she's crazy looking.
I didn't say she's crazy. Look, I said she's terrified. How dare you twist my words around? It makes her look crazy being terrified. So my eyes are about to pop out of her head right now. What the hell did this woman see in this house right here that's next to her? Well, she was accused of child abuse because Child Protective Services came in. They found bruises on her kids. And she said, no, it wasn't me. It was them demons in the house, them spirits, them ghosts beat the hell out of my kids. That wasn't me. And in all the courage, she's like, listen, I never touched my kids and still haven't. all this crazy stuff started happening when I moved into this house right here, and this is a house in Indianapolis. So CPS, of course, they said, okay, fuck out of here, and they're gonna take her kids away from her. But when they found her after a psych exam, they found her to be mentally sound, and her kids who were hospitalized, they start showing some strange behavior. They start doing things that could only be described by police and hospital staff as supernatural. Them goddamn kids, man, like, you going in there climbing the walls. They spitting all over the place. They talking in demonic voices. I said, shit, them bitches had sugar. That's all. Ain't no demons up in. But hey, if you say so. So listen. Yes, as you can tell by my tone, I totally find this to be bullshit. Yes, I do. For reasons that I will explain later, because there's always some people out there, man, you don't believe? No.
You don't know everything.
Yeah, exactly. You can't prove it. You can't either.
Were you there?
Hell no. Don't have to be there to say it's bullshit. Listen, that's my belief right there. For reasons I will explain even more later, while I don't think that this is cool to sit up here and say, yeah, man, them ghosts were beating my kids. Nah, Casper wasn't beating the fuck out your kids, all right? But okay, whatever. I'll talk about that later. But this movie here attempts to do a retelling of that story that they were, what'd you say, Martin, inspired
by. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Stories are often inspired by real events.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Like Humpty Dumpty.
What?
Humpty Dumpty was inspired by a real story.
What story was that?
It was something about the kings or something at the time. It's based on history.
I know.
Yeah, look at you trying to say.
I was just trying to see if you knew.
I know my eggs. Thank you very much.
And the rhyme never mentions that he's an egg.
No. So if you want to say inspired in that kind of way, yeah, sure.
Humpty Dumpty.
But of course they took certain liberties, hence they inspired by. They did some tweaks, they made some changes for this. But they say that essentially the story is still the same. It still tells the horrifying events and experiences that this woman went through while trying to keep her kids. So let's go ahead and this is by the way, at the time of us doing this review, it is the #1 movie on Netflix. And you guys gave the recommendation to review this movie, and I'm so glad that you did. I didn't know that the movie was in that hard, and there are a few things that people are talking about in this movie. One I want to talk about in particular. But for right now, let's take a look at this trailer, and we'll be back with, and this man's very excited about this, we'll be back with our reviews.
I'll be saved.
People, this is a very interesting mix that we got going on in this movie, because it's mostly, when you start watching this, it's mostly like watching a black drama.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, it is a black drama.
Yeah.
When you're watching this. Until a demon decides to come in and say, you know what, I'm just going to fuck this up, everybody.
Yeah, right.
I'm just going to come in and just...
Is everybody having a good time? Yeah, I'm kind of digging this. Well, too bad.
Yeah. This is a black drama that we're watching, y'all, straight up, and then it becomes possessed
Yes.
by a demon somewhere.
It's taken over.
Yeah, it's somewhere near the second half of the movie. And that's a crazy thing, man. And because it is a black drama that goes off in this crazy direction, there is very much the temptation to compare this to Tyler Perry. Very much the temptation is there. But people,
I see what you did. Temptation, Tyler Perry.
I didn't mean to, but yes, I thought of that one myself, people. I'm possessed by the demon of talent and hilarity. Get the hell out of here. You finished, man. But Tyler Perry, yes, people. There is the urge to compare this to Tyler Perry, but this is not Tyler Perry. This is somebody who's way more gay. This is Lee Daniels right here with the nipples hanging out. And let me just say, man, when I say way more gay, I mean as a compliment, because Lee Daniels is one of the most stylish people out there. He doesn't care. He dresses up not to be stylish. She dresses up to be sexy.
Hey, he's out and proud.
He very much is. I actually love
Owning
this
it.
man's style.
Yeah.
I really do. I really do. That's not me joking.
I can't wait for the day I see you in a mesh shirt.
Hey man, when I finally decide to come out, who says I don't have that shirt waiting? Yeah, my mom can't wait for me to wear that shirt. She bought it for me. You gonna put this on for Mama Corey? But let me tell you something. While my man does not show restraint with them nipples right there in that style, he very much shows much more restraint in his direction.
Than Tyler Perry.
Because people,
Gone are the bad wigs.
yeah, people won't tell y'all this is, Tyler Perry will take his shit to cartoonish
Yes.
levels. All right, Tyler Perry would have had Medea chasing a dude around in a devil costume with a baseball bat, talking about "Come here, demon." That's the kind of shit Tyler Perry would have been doing.
Girl, you better get in there and slap the shit out of them kids.
I don't get damn no devil up in here. Been chasing him around, fast speeding shit around and stuff. Fake fire on him. But I would tell you, all the Tyler Perry elements are there. That's why I can understand if somebody wanted to compare that to him. There's, of course, there's church. You saw that here. There's church. There's a lot of drama because it's not enough to be dealing with poverty, child abuse, alcoholism, and a demon, but somebody also got to have cancer.
Yeah.
Always Tyler Perry and Allie Daniels always got to put that extra level.
Sure. Gotta pump the drama.
Yeah.
Listen, if we don't get some oohs and ahs out of this audience, we have failed.
Yeah. Some people like to coat their bread in mayonnaise, and some people like throw a pile of that shit on there. That's what they do with the drama in these films right here. And they got some wild characters, and we're gonna get into what you want to talk about right now. Boy, before we get into anything here, you have got to be a wild character to upstage a demon in a movie. And Glenn Close, boy, she came on, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? When she popped up, first of all, I didn't know that was Glenn Close. I said, who's the light-skinned black woman they got right here? I thought, because I looked at this, and I thought that she was pulling some Rachel Dolezal shit.
Uh-huh.
Because when I realized it was Glenn Close, I said, is she doing blackface? Like this woman right here?
Uh-huh.
And then realized, no. People, it is much better than that. So the woman who's supposed to be the Latoya Ammons character, this actress, that's Andra Day. She plays Ebony. And Ebony is biracial in the movie. And I guess her dad is black because her mom is a white woman who wants to be black. Her name is Alberta, and she is white. And that's very significant that I say that because I'm going to tell you something. Lee Daniels nailed it when he said that every black person knows an Alberta. Mm-hmm. And he might even coined a new term, the Alberta.
The Alberta.
What is the Alberta? It sounds like a hamburger. It sounds like a Luther. What's in the Alberta right here? The Alberta is a white woman who wants to be black, but for her it's not enough to be black. She got to be hood black. Mm-hmm. She dates hood black dudes
Exclusively.
Exclusively, yes. She dates black dudes that she attracts with her hoochie hood clothes, her jewelry. And I know this because I have an Alberta. You seen her. Y'all talked about her. I ain't gonna say her name.
Okay.
But you know her.
Okay.
And I say this because I've known this girl since she was 17 and saw her slowly.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I have my very own pet Alberta.
Yeah.
I saw her change from a pure little white girl into Alberta. Boy, her hair went from long to like some cactus shit, like she was trying to mimic like black girls have. Not that I'm saying black girls have bag, but on a white chick it just looked crazy.
Right.
She dated nothing but black dudes. Mm-hmm. Wore those kind of clothes, and I'm looking at this.
That's right. She said you were too bougie for her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
that
wasn't
lady.
hood enough for her. You know, she came. She like, oh, what you doing with a nice house and a job? Why you wearing nice things?
Why you be traveling like
Yeah.
white people?
Yeah. Why all this money? You need to be buying jewelry and some sneakers. All right.
He ain't got no chains.
I'm looking in your refrigerator. Where your fried chicken at? I ain't lying, people.
No.
No, I'm exaggerating slightly.
Did she show up to your house the same way that she shows up to chemo with her fucking bra sticking out?
Yeah. Yeah, she dressed all kind of crazy hoochie ways, man. I ain't lying.
Like a hoe.
Yeah, I mean, listen to this, man. So I can tell you from experience that Glenn Close nails it.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, people.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've known several, and yeah, she was all of that.
Yeah, out here smoking cools. They got out here with a chain with a name on it. People, this is real shit.
I mean, you got to give it to Glenn Close that she went from Meemaw to this.
She sure did. Boy, Netflix be making her look crazy. Netflix went from this right here. Netflix be playing Halloween with her. Went from that to this.
But she throws herself into it 110%.
She sure does,
She is
man.
incredible to watch in this movie
Yeah.
the whole time.
the whole time.
Yeah. Right down to trying to get some young or younger black dick.
She tried.
She did. Boy, listen, man. I saw. So there's a scene where she went to go get her chemo done, and tried to have somebody titty sticking out. And saw that Omar Epps, y'all know Omar Epps, saw his ass. And it wasn't just Omar Epps, it's Omar Epps in a do-rag. And she's like, ooh, shit. I gotta have that dick right there.
What's happening now, Bernie?
Doing the best I can, what God gave me, Melvin.
Now, she's 77 years old. Now, you would think that Omar Epps would be like, man, get your old ass out of here.
Right.
You know,
That was what I was expecting his
Yeah.
reaction to be.
Yeah.
But oh no.
Sure look good.
You're like, oh, yeah, shit, the deal is sealed.
I was like, oh, he's just humoring her,
Yeah.
trying to make her feel good. No.
Titties, you have done it again. God damn. Shit, that's a Negro magnet right there. Yeah, man.
She got that I still got it look on
She
her
sure
face.
does, and she gonna get it. I never, ever. There's some things that you just don't ever in your life think you would see. And I never thought I'd see the day where Omar Epps was pushing up on Glenn Close.
Right?
And about to get it too. Look at dick all on that ass. Look at
In a horror movie, no less.
in a horror movie. Some people say it is the horror movie. Not for me.
I mean, they both seem happy.
I ain't no hate right here. Whatever. By the way, this character is not even in the real story. Lee Daniels made up that character because he said, "Well, I just want to put that type of white woman out there
Okay.
because I want people to know that she exists." And even Glenn Close was like, "This is very interesting. I did not know you people had characters like this in your community." She said, I almost didn't want to do it because I wanted to make sure I did the hoochie mama, the white woman hoochie mama justice." Yeah, she did.
She did.
It's a new term, y'all. The Anita.
Alberta.
Alberta.
But it's funny you say, well, she wasn't even in the real story. The real story wasn't even the real
No,
story.
what am I talking about? Hell, she more real than that goddamn demon. I tell you that. All right, she is the demon. She's the black dick demon. Possess your penis, bitch. Yeah, people, I love it. I love it, man. Netflix be having fun with Glenn Close out there. Let me just say this. I'm gonna pass it on to you guys because I think that looking at this, like I said, regardless of what I have to say about this movie, I love Glenn Close in this movie.
Yeah, me too.
She's incredible in this. It's funny because she was like one of the few things I really loved about Hillbilly Elegy. That's where that's from right there.
Right.
Yeah, and I thought, in these movies, Netflix is actually giving her some really good roles.
No, yeah, she's a character actor, and she brings it 110% and never drops it the whole time. I'm glad that we're focusing on her as much as we are, because she's not even the main character in the movie, but she is by far the most interesting.
Yeah, no, she definitely, listen, I don't care. Give her some award for this. If you can't give her a damn Academy Award, give her a BET Award or something. Shit, I don't know. But she deserves something for this role.
Yeah. No, it's I don't know, refreshing, but it's exciting to see an actress like her who you think would never do something like these two roles.
That is true.
But you know what? She hasn't been in a lot of stuff lately, and actresses, they get to a certain age and they don't give them stuff. And here, she's been given these opportunities and she's just jumped on them, with both feet. And I think it pays off. It makes her in both movies one of, if not the most interesting character in both. I think a big difference between Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels is I know that that it seems like it has those same sensibilities, but Lee Daniels' production is actually better produced. You're not seeing all the things that make you go, "What, dude? Fix that! Another take." All that. It's tighter, but I also think he's more of an actor's director because I really liked all the actors. In fact, I love Glenn Close. Even more, I loved Andra Day. I was like, man, she's really carrying this. And this character of hers, this angry mom who has so much going on and is a little more than slightly abusive to her kids. I was like, I think she's nailing this.
It's funny you mentioned the Tyler Perry Productions. The wigs in a Lee Daniels movie looks more realistic than some actual hair.
Right.
In a Tyler Perry movie, because that's a wig she got on right there, just to let y'all know. Yeah, it's like I can't praise Glenn Close enough, man. She actually said, I don't know anything about these characters. You must have hung out with them you must have fucked a black dude before you did this movie because you have it. She's got it, and that's because of what you say, Martin. I think because Lee Daniels is really good with actors. So if you already have an actress or an actor that is a legend already, a director like Lee Daniels is going to bring that more out of you. Yeah, I agree with that completely.
And they are dramatic characters, but there was still this believability about just how much of a bad person they were. They felt believable the whole time. It wasn't like a Tyler Perry movie where you're like, all right, this is a caricature. But
yes,
there are some lines that leading lady says in this one. I was like, God damn, I can't believe you got that through.
Yeah. No, it's just so many of them. Her and Glenn Close. I was like, I feel like I know these people. I grew up with some of them.
I dated some of them. That's funny. What's her name? Alberta. Alberta was just at my house not too long ago. She heard I got divorced, and she came to.
Oh no.
we didn't do anything. But y'all. Oh, what is this? God damn it! Somebody's music's been playing the whole time.
Oh,
shit,
God.
I'm sorry. Oh no, that's the music of money being made through. I was like, I'll pay to make you shut up. How about that? People.
I was wondering, why is he not more mad about that?
Oh, yeah. Man, who could be mad about making money, Martin? And we're going to tell you how to do that with Shopify. Yes, people have to stop and give a word out to our sponsors, Shopify, right now. But let me tell you why I actually chose Shopify as one of our sponsors to talk about. And that is because we have, and I say this all the time, we have so many talented people within the toasted community. Now, we got one person who made this right here. Marley made this little figure of you and myself, Martin. And boy, if y'all think flesh and blood Martin can get down, boy, look at Martin here. Go, Martin, go. Oh, Martin, boy, you like that kangaroo breakdance at the Olympics. Oh my God. You see me playing with this and how, man, look how posable this is. She made this. People, I'm sorry, yeah. That pain you feel, that's me sticking needles in it when you're out of the studio. But she made this, and I'm thinking, she's so talented, and we have so many people that are talented like her. These people could actually sell a lot of their creations, their wares, their products online and become entrepreneurs, make their own money, make their own business. And if that is you, there's no better place to start than, of course, that would be Shopify. The thing with Shopify, and I tell you this all the time, Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., and Shopify is the global force behind millions of other entrepreneurs around the world. 175 countries, to be exact.
Wow.
I didn't even know the
It's
world was
impressive.
that big. I didn't. It's impressive the world has that many countries. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Shopify told me that. You could be one of the people in those countries becoming your own business person and entrepreneur. So we're talking about from the launch of your shop all the way down to, I don't know, that potential millionth order that you may make. Shopify will be there all the way with you to help you grow. So as I say, whether you're selling cheese or chihuahuas right here, I don't oh yeah, oh. Now I don't know if you could actually sell cheese or chihuahuas online, but if you can, Shopify will help you do it. And with Shopify, they offer great online support 24/7, and they can also help you sell more with Shopify Magic. Yes, they're using AI now. That is the AI-powered system that will help you sell with much less effort. And businesses that grow, they grow with Shopify. In order to grow, they know that you gotta have money to make some money. So they're here to help you save money. And so am I. Got a code for you. Look at this. Shopify.com/toasted. That's all lowercase. That's what you're gonna want to put in to get a $1 per month trial period. Let me spell that out for you. shopify.com/TOASTED. Again, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/toasted. Put that in, get that $1 per month trial period. And I want to thank Shopify for sponsoring this portion of the show. And as usual, I want to thank all of you out there for your support and keeping us in business. All right. Let's go ahead and continue. You have something you want to say, sir?
No, not really. I don't want to jump the gun on it. There's a lot of I will say one nice thing I can say about this movie. I thought that the sound stood out to me. It reminded me of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Maybe it's because they have those flies buzzing around.
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's some great moments of sound, but then there's also some really strange moments of sound. And some stuff that kind of sounded like a mistake. I don't know. If you have the movie pulled up, I could mention one later.
I don't, but I will say this. I think you're right with the sound. Technically, there's a lot of great things with this. Cinematography is real nice. Now, you talk about some nice atmospheric, spooky cinematography going on with dark lighting, mood lighting. Yeah, they got that going on. But it's also just some nice cinematography going on overall. As far as, because we're talking about Glenn Close, talking about, what's her name?
Andra Day.
Andra Day, who I agree with you. I think she's great. I think the rest of the cast is just as good.
Monique's really good.
Boy, look at this again. This is what I'm talking about. Look the damn turn up here, these holes in these jeans and everything. Look at this.
Kudos to wardrobe.
I'm telling you. I would say a dog tore them jeans up, but it's probably a black man that did trying to get that ass. And still got that chain on her name.
She would have done it to give the black man easy access.
Hell yeah. Something to crawl through.
You just reach your finger right in there.
But yeah, man, the rest of the cast is good. I want to give a lot of praise to the kids. And again, I think it's because of Lee Daniels' direction that everybody's good. But these kids are great. Some of you recognize Caleb McLaughlin, who is from Stranger Things. And then there's this girl here, Demi Singleton. I think she's really good. But then they got this young kid in here, Anthony B. Jenkins.
Man.
Yeah.
That kid can use some looks.
Boy, it's a kid. He's the youngest one, but he got the face of a grown man who will beat the shit out of you, by the way.
Right?
He got the face of somebody who's owed money. And you better give it to him.
Right?
But he's the one that kind of suffers the most from the possession, and he's very good in this. And the reason why they're so good is because you can tell that their characters have had to mature because their mama is so angry to the point of being she's abusive. She's very much abusive. She's mentally abusive to them, and of course, she's physically abusive to them.
What do you expect me to do, Ebony? Eat shit with too much garlic? Ain't that right, boo?
Mama, shut
Yeah, she about to get your ass in trouble too. You better, you don't.
With any of them, anytime they would sass or talk back to her, I was like, what, please don't. You had me nervous. I was just like, y'all know what she's
I
like.
know, yes. And Grandma got his little ass in trouble. Ain't that right? I talk some shit too.
the fuck up.
You just being cheap.
Don't let your grandmother get your ass beat.
And she started laughing too because she knew she wasn't gonna get her ass beat.
Shit, Trey.
See what you made me do?
Now you're bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
Great job.
Some people say I ain't abused. That's just a black mama. Shit, ain't black mama slap the shit out of you like that.
And that's the thing about this, where there is that whole like, well, it's kind of like a black mama, you know. You kind of asking for a kid. I mean, that's not right. You need to get slapped in the mouth.
Hey,
but
listen, I got slapped in the mouth plenty of times.
for less
like
than that, yes.
Probably back in the day that was abuse, but I'm just saying.
I know.
I learned.
I know. That's true.
But
Message received.
But yeah, man. Now I would tell you, this borders on melodrama with her anger because you know this is probably where we're talking about tipping over into something like Tyler Perry type melodrama because she even runs around advertising how angry she is on her shirt, like who you calling the bitch, just in case these kids get any second thoughts.
And that scene is almost like a Rube Goldberg machine of like abuse. Like it almost becomes that scene in Naked Gun where it's like, oh shit, I hit you. Oh shit, I fell over, and then he falls.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah, she just in case anybody getting ideas, read my shirt, bitches. Anybody want to talk back? That's a lot of stuff I was thinking, like,
I
okay.
didn't even notice the shirt
Yeah, I
when I was
didn't see
watching
it
it.
I said, listen, I'm laughing, but this is where we going a little bit overboard. We ain't no shirt like this. Because they don't play no part in the movie other than just like, don't fuck with me.
I mean, she had a couple lines that she said where even I was like, what the fuck? Like, that is racist as shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh
she
yeah,
did.
she told
Yeah.
one Asian dude was carrying a cattle and she told she got mad because she didn't want to pay him, and she like, yeah, take that shit home and put some stir fry in it.
Yeah, fry it up with some soy sauce.
Put some soy sauce in
Man,
it.
that was wrong. I could not stop laughing.
And
so
the
caught me
dude
off guard.
even know, like, man, just ignore this bitch. She's crazy. It was a dead cat. I take her home and fry it up with some soy sauce. Even the kids like, Mama, what are you doing? But again, man.
But he was the one like, well, if you don't pay me, I'm gonna throw it back.
Well, he was right. Hey, listen, that's his job. Don't blame him. She ain't got to say some shit like that to him.
But him saying like, I'm gonna put it back. I mean, you gotta put it back. You at least just drop it where it is.
No, put it back because you got to pay for it. Now, we'd be mad if that been some Asian people. We said, we're going to put it back. Oh, yeah, no, take that home and fry it up and eat like some chicken. He would have been mad about that. You black motherfucker.
I would have been mad, but later I would have thought back to it. I didn't tell somebody, and I started laughing as I was saying it. I was
But
like,
you be in the
that
car
shit was
mad as
funny.
hell. That racist motherfucker talked to me like that. Should have told him so.
and they said, what did you? And they told me to fry it up with some. Okay, that was funny.
Serve with a side of watermelon. Listen. But again, it's the performances when we're in the dramatic part that kind of keeps us going. I mean, there's really some overall. This is, and I'll tell you, this why this is a very interesting. This is a very interesting dynamic that they have going on here because it's an interesting story because Ebony comes from a history of abuse herself, with her and her mom, and looking at this. Her mother is one of those types who, she was mean probably. We saw there's things about her that we didn't see. We see her in the phase where she's found Jesus.
Right.
And it's a very interesting story that's going on. And it also brings in some other performances. Man, I thought Monique was mad at Lee Daniels.
I did too.
I thought something was going on, but I guess they made up.
I guess they passed it up.
And I'm glad they did because, I've seen some people talk a lot of trash about Monique, but I think a lot of people really don't understand how great of an actor Monique is. Mm-hmm. Monique is a brilliant actor. A lot of people just see her as a sassy comedian, and she does bring that sassiness out in this part. She plays the social worker who comes by to check on the kids. And the thing about this character is it starts out sassy, like we expect with Monique. And there's some funny lines in there, but her story becomes very emotional.
You better stop playing with me. Have a great day, Cynthia.
You have a better one, Ebony. You and your cockeyed mother.
That's funny, but her story does become a little more emotional as you hear why she is so driven to be a social worker. And you know, it's that right there, that story, and also this story with Ebony and her abuse, because with her and her mother, it seems like this is a story about people changing, and can we accept that change, and can we forgive people for how they used to be. And you know, it gives these characters a lot of depth. And no one is vilified. You know, it's a lot of gray. No one's evil. You know, people go through changes. People are like they are because of circumstances, and that is what separates it from something like, you know, maybe a Tyler Perry movie. There's a lot of depth and history to these characters that means something and makes you care for them. And right when you settle in and you do start caring, that demon comes in and takes over and just fucks everything up.
Yeah.
For me.
No,
me,
I was the same way. I was just like, okay, I don't know if people are bagging on this movie, but I'm actually having a good time. I'm really enjoying it. There's so much here that's good.
Yeah.
And even some of the, you know, the scary elements, the way they're just kind of slowly weaving them in. I was like, I'm digging. This is the way to do it. It's subtle.
Yeah.
And then we reach that point where Ingenue Ellis comes in. And it's the moment that they have a scene where they talk to her where everything just starts driving off the cliff.
Yeah, I wrote in my notes, at that scene, that's where they cross the fucking line.
Yeah.
And what line is that? That stupid line.
Well, we'll get to it in a little bit because I don't know if we're talking about the same line, but that's Ingenue Ellis right there. If you don't remember her, she's still a great looking woman, but she was that fine ass woman from
Undercover Brother. She was Sister Girl.
She was Sister Girl,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her. But yeah, she comes in, but see, it's not just her. It's just that
The whole concept.
listen, this demon's possessing this film, and just like a demon in real life, is just messing up everybody's life and being a distraction for the good things. You know, because it's taken away from actually a pretty good film.
Yeah.
It's taken away from actually a very good film with all these demonic tropes that we see in every movie. Every movie. Animals start acting weird. Kids start being creepy, talking to invisible people in dark places and imaginary friends. What's her name?
Ingenue Ellis.
Ingenue Ellis. She's the priest in every one of these exorcism movies that comes in and knows everything, and your family's in danger. I must help you. We've seen that in everything, including The Exorcist.
Not only we've seen that with The Exorcist, ever since The Exorcist, every one of them where there's some expert, usually a priest, who knows everything. They also completely underestimate the demon every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. And then it's like, listen, I said, listen, if this goes somewhere, because all this I've seen before, and believe me, there have been a string of exorcism movies lately. Russell Crowe's in half of them.
Right.
And they all do the same thing. Even the good ones. It's kind of like, well, this is cool, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
And so I said, listen, if you could do something with this concept near the end, because this is interesting, bringing this into a black drama. If you can do something with this, then let's wait and see what will happen. And then I'll pass judgment then. Then that climax comes in and it goes full demon. And that climax, for me, is horrible. Climax is terrible.
Yeah.
It's every movie demon cliche that we've seen. You know, crab walking up the walls. The demons got people popping and locking. It's painful, but them some cool moves right there, man. Now,
Take it to the Olympics.
That is a gold medal performance right there.
When I saw that, I was like, I already heard you saying popping and locking in my
Popping
head.
and shocking and locking. And then do the demon voice. Now, I think that's what you're thinking. I think that this is kind of cool here because the demon, like, listen, this is why I told your friend he's gonna be, probably offended because the demon's a nigga. All right? Straight because the demon starts talking shit.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
Like a black dude would when he gets mad.
Give me back my child! That motherfucker don't love you. Nobody loves you. Not that nigga that left you.
I see. I see why the demon's possessing black families now, because he black too. talking all that hood shit. But man, let me tell y'all something. And that demon also gave us one of the best lines from a Netflix movie since Ashtray Bitch. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I said, all right, you know what? I got to give it to that demon for this line right here. It's nasty.
Oh.
I wouldn't go around repeating it like I would Ashtray Bitch.
I can smell your nappy pussy.
Yeah, she like,
The
really?
what?
Can you? She's unsure. Like, really? She joking or do I really?
I didn't have a chance to shower before I came over here.
But damn. Yeah, and she had nothing to say. Right. Most people be like, damn you, go back to hell. But she like, fuck, maybe she's right. Got Glenn Close looking more ridiculous as the movie goes on, looking like a damn piranha or something right there.
Those teeth.
Those teeth.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's when we got to the part of the movie, and because the rest of it is just really a series of contorting and spitting up blood and vomit.
Everything you've seen in every Exorcist
cheesy
movie.
boys and cheesy effects. Like they don't even explain some of the shit that happens. Like one moment, the woman's sitting up here trying to take the demon out the little boy, and then they cut and it's Glenn Close, and they don't even explain it.
Yeah.
People start just
Shape-shifting.
Evaporating in the thin air and shit. It's just like, man, come on, man. All this is cheesy. All this is bad.
And it goes on for so long.
It really, that's a big problem. It just doesn't stop.
But I was loving it, man. Like, this movie took me on a ride. Like, at first I was like, oh, this is kind of good. And then, like, it gets to that moment where it crossed the line. I was like, all right, this is going downhill. But then it was, like, kind of awesome. And then I was just like, fuck it. Like, I'm just having a blast watching this.
Yeah, no, I watched it and I had a good time. I was laughing. Well, not actually at the end. I was just like, stop.
Maybe if I could see them as two separate things, like if one part ended and it's like, oh, now you're starting a different movie.
Yeah, no,
But
it was funny up until we got to the, excuse my language, the nappy pussy line, and then after that, I agree with you. It just became too much. It's like, this is nothing new. You won't stop. It's really not even. It's not even matching the movie that we saw before. You can work in the black drama into this, but it's like, well, you're right. It's like watching two different things.
Yeah.
And one of them's good and one of them's horrible. Yeah, I'm very disappointed with this, especially with the talent that we have here. You can see the names right here, and you know in the way the movie was before, I think it was telling an interesting story. But I just, yeah, man. I hated the ending of this. I really did. And I hated it even more because it ruined a good movie for me. And here's another thing that I don't like. I'm tired of Google putting black actors in movies they ain't in.
Oh.
Unless I'm wrong.
Okay.
Now you talk about some spooky shit. Was Octavia Spencer in this movie?
No, I didn't see her, but you're right. It did show her as in the credits. I mean,
maybe producer?
But unlike you, when I looked on Google and looked at the cast, it showed her picture. But I didn't see her in this movie.
Okay, I thought you said you saw her in the credits of the movie.
No. I'm saying I didn't see her.
I didn't see her either.
No.
I mean, unless she was the ghost. You know, unless it was her.
Right.
Rob Morgan, you see him in this movie?
Nope.
Google has done this before, where I went and looked at some black actors, and I was like, they ain't in this movie.
I mean, it's possible that Rob Morgan was the husband in Afghanistan, and they shot some scenes with him, and then they cut him.
Oh, you know what they say? Maybe she was supposed to play Monique's part.
Yeah,
maybe.
But why still leave that then?
I don't know.
I think that's the what's it called? The algorithm using AI to be like, black woman? No, that's what it is.
Like the way when Michael Clark Duncan died and they had Terry Cruz's picture on that news story.
Well, I tell you what. Okay, it shows the name of the actors. It shows the name of their character name underneath.
No, because they ain't in the movie. That's why.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
herself.
that's right. Yeah, with those, it doesn't have that.
That's herself. Yeah. Monique was the demon. I'm sorry, Octavia Spencer was the demon.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. That's some AI shit if you ask me. But I don't know. Maybe she was. There's some history that I don't know about. But I don't know. I'll give my rating right now. It's weird because that last part of the movie is almost a fuck you. How much they mess up this fine film that was beforehand.
That was the best part.
Of course. Joe, ironic ass.
It's just like seeing someone possessed just constantly saying the N-word like that was crazy as fuck.
For me, I tell you, because we're all different. If you enjoyed that, that's fine.
I don't know if enjoy is the right word, but I found it
Because
funny.
I did find it funny to a certain point until they just wouldn't stop. It became repetitive. And also, even if it was funny, you still took a movie that was funny, again, ironically, and messed up a perfectly fine film. So, that last part's a fuck you. And but there's the first half of this movie is actually, like I said, it's pretty decent. Again, I think it's a little exaggerated with the drama, but I enjoyed it. So I don't know, man. I'll give it a rental because I think that it's worth watching. But it's bordering on a low rental because of how they failed at the end of the movie for me. I mean, I think it was a great concept to take this black drama and combine it with the supernatural, and it just didn't work. They just did not know how to blend them together. And it's worth watching. And again, I even agree with you. It's worth watching for some laughs too.
Yeah, and like I said, there is some good filmmaking. Like we didn't mention, but when what's her name is introduced, Monique is introduced. Did you guys hear that nasty gum chewing sound that they had in there? I thought that was really nice touch.
They do a lot of nice touches with her. She comes in, she's almost like a black Cruella de Vil. She comes in and just starts throwing everything around, props her feet up on the chair. Oh, you know what you had me laughing about? Man, I was laughing at the beginning of this movie. You sent me this image last night, and I was laughing about this because they opened up with
this mural
that they painted in the little boy's room. I'm like, this boy, he painting all these pickaninnies up on his wall.
Oh, right.
I'm like, you should be more scared of the shit you painting in this demon right here. You sent me that image last night. I started laughing.
Yeah, we were talking about the other T-shirt. I was like, how about this on a fucking T-shirt?
I would not wear that shit.
I dare you.
You damn talking about spooks up in here.
It looks like Cartman on South Park chewing up something.
Cartman in blackface.
Eating pizza with all his teeth sticking out.
Yeah, that's how they eat on South Park. It looks gross.
Yeah, anyway, y'all, it's probably a little lower end of a rental, but I do think it's worth the watch for like that first half.
Well, I'm in sync with you. It's one of these things where I thought about how I felt with Abigail, where it was like, man, I like this so much. I wish they didn't go with a vampire. I wish they just pick any other kind of supernatural creature that didn't have a lore and the cliche stuff that you're going to fall back on. And here, even loved the drama, loved and dug how they were
Alert
getting
from
into
no
supernatural.
backups for 140 days.
I tried to. Oh, okay. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Well, all the supernatural elements I was digging until they finally named it as Possession and went into The Exorcist. And yeah, like you, a perfectly fine movie that I was enjoying, and that they ruined it. The math of it makes it come out to be a rental. It's too bad.
Yeah.
So there's a few things that I want to mention before I give my rating. There's a couple like weird product placements that I noticed in this movie.
Yeah.
There's one where they got that horse shampoo. Like in that scene next to the bathtub, you could just see the label.
It's mane and tail.
Yes.
But that's something that's in every black home. Seriously,
Yeah,
that is the
it is.
shampoo that black women use.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
that was good attention to detail.
Yeah.
And then they had the McDonald's logo facing the camera.
Man,
at
can I
one
tell you
point.
something? I didn't want to bring it up. I did, but you hit a point. I had to laugh at this. I said, because they did some shit black folks would do. Now, if this was a movie where the priest wanted to talk to the mom about the demonic possession, they would have went to a coffee shop somewhere that's real nice and everything. They pulled some black shit and went to McDonald's.
See the McCafe cups.
Yeah, and they showed the golden arches before they went in
Yeah.
and everything. So yeah,
And there's a few, although I did think the sound was very good, there are a few very strange moments of sounds. Like there's a moment where something very violent happens and there's this weird twang that happens. I won't spoil it, but the weirdest thing is the mom cusses at one point and they pull some Aquatine shit where if you listen carefully, you can hear a bleep in the background. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's at what is it? I have it written down here. Hold on. At 1:09:52. So if you're watching and you want to see it or hear it, go check that out. But this was an Exorcist movie that became The Babadook, The Shining, and then threw some Tyler Perry in the mix and blended it up. And it kind of sucks, but at the same time, I loved it. I could see myself rewatching this every Halloween. I'd have to give it a high rental. I think that you get high, you watch this, you'll have a blast, man.
yeah. No, I mean, I think we're all kind of close. Everybody's in the rental area.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's worth a watch. I really do. And, like, you know what? I don't know. the spooky parts might work for you. I
Especially if you know it's coming and
Yeah.
there's no big surprise.
yeah. You know, I know it's not working for me, but if you are actually prone to believing in the supernatural, or you're scared about ghosts or demons or demonic possession, it could work for you. It didn't really work for me because I don't get scared by that stuff a whole lot. But it could work for you, so it might be hard for you. But I tell you, I don't like that we're using demonic possession to explain what happened to these kids.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing that bothers me about this, which might knock it down just a little bit for me, because to blame ghosts and demons for what happened to these kids, and I'm not saying the mom did it. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to predict anything that happens. I wasn't there. She got her kids back. They moved out the house. The house was bulldozed, and apparently spooky things stopped happening. Okay, that's bullshit to me,
Yeah.
all right? All right, I'm going to tell you right now. Whatever happened to those kids, it wasn't no fucking ghost. Wasn't goddamn Cass was spanking them or anything like that. It was a reasonable explanation for it. And to sit up here and blame it on something otherworldly is irresponsible. You know, if you ask me,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, you weren't
I agree with
there.
that.
Old Milkmouth could have been doing Spider-Man flips on the ceiling.
Hey, you know, I wasn't there. Who knows? I fucking doubt it, but who knows? It's been a lot of times. Shit, I wasn't a kid. I drank enough of this shit, and I was climbing up the wall. So who knows what happened?